The UK is where the collapse of Thomas Cook Group, the global trawl company, is being felt, grabbing the headlines. Flights been cancelled, 150,000 stranded overseas. Rescue, or what you call the repatriation program, is currently going on, and that is what we're learning today. They came all through the weekend. My colleague from our London studios, Juliana Olayinka, is ready to tell us more about this and bring us up to speed. A 178-year-old company, not too old to die. So, but the big question is, why did the British government turn its back on Thomas Cook Group and allow this nearly 180-year-old company to go under?
Good afternoon, Bosun. Well, it's an interesting, an important question, but it's a question that really no kind of media in the UK is even picking up on. I think purely because we're in such a terrible economic situation ourselves because of Brexit. Trying to save a company that, again, is not too old to die would have just been an absolute disaster. So no surprises here that the British government haven't backed their bill. But there are some people that are saying this was a long time coming. Of course, if you are 178 years old, trying to stay relevant is a huge issue, particularly as this market, the travel tourism market, is just so competitive. You've got the likes of Airbnb, which have come in. They'll be floating on the FTSE 100 in a couple of months. A lot of people like to pick and mix their holiday. Thomas Cook was a company where you'd go to them and they'd have all your holiday decided for you. People were no longer wanting that, and they were finding it difficult to stay afloat. In 2011, they were in a similar situation, and they did get a bailout. And at the time, the money that they were issued was supposed to make these modernized changes, and these changes never happened. Today, a lot of people that are watching the story very closely, though you can't ignore it, are saying they're citing the fall in sterling, rising fuel costs, and debt burden as one of the main issues. Also, as well, lots of huge salaries are coming to light. Their chief executive was apparently receiving over £20 million worth of bonuses in the past 5 years. But again, as we heard earlier this morning, and what you've been saying throughout the show, it's that human cost, isn't it? It's that burden. 160,000 Brits are stuck abroad. Today, 16,000 people were apparently due to fly back. 14,000 could be chartered back with the Army, the RAF, also Juliana, Virgin Atlantic are offering planes as well.
Yeah, Juliana, it's very interesting. Sometimes I've been in this business for quite some time. But again, I mean, in journalism, but how do you have a company struggling, looking for money 6-7 years ago, and the CEO is still getting about £20 million annual pay? I just don't understand how the corporate world. It's called capitalism. Sometimes I just love to hate capitalism. At the end of the day, the shareholders here are the one biting the dust, and then, of course, everyone. But very interesting. But give us a minute of where the markets are right now. Let's just wrap it up, this lunch time conversation, Juliana.
Well, yeah, let's look specifically at the numbers. At intraday, the FTSE All-Share is down 0.57%. The FTSE 100 also down by 0.51%, and the FTSE 250 is down by 0.84%. Those European PMI numbers have really hit the FTSE there. In currencies, not a great day for sterling. The British pound is down on the US dollar by 0.22%, just up on the euro by 0.09%, and down on the Japanese yen by 0.35%.
Thank you, Juliana, for coming through from our London studios. Juliana Olayinka, thank you so much, and see you again tomorrow.